If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, in an Infp, how can I be less shy, more confident and sociable? Answer by James McDermott. You need to nurture your extroverted intuition, me. As an INFP, your function stack is as follows: dominant, introverted feeling, phi. Auxiliary, extroverted intuition, me. Tertiary, introverted sensing, C. Inferior, extroverted thinking, T. Phi and C are internal functions. How you interact with the world is me. When you find socializing difficult, it's most often that your phi is at the steering wheel with your C nagging in the passenger seat. Your knee is sleeping in the back seat. Phi tries to drive the car. That is you trying to make social contact. But phi is an internal judging function. It is not suited for driving, exploring. It evaluates every social encounter and deciphers everyone's emotions with empathy. It gets happy when things go well, but it gets hurt when something goes awry. It judges people good or bad, oblivious to the fact that everyone has good and bad sides. C is the archiving function. It catalogs memories. Me is supposed to be in the passenger seat and C in the back seat. When me is sleeping, C tries to guide phi, but it is clumsy because it is your tertiary function. C focuses on bad memories and reminds you of them whenever similar situations arise. Phi gets scared and becomes reluctant, and that makes socializing more difficult. C does this to protect you from getting hurt. But in the end, this is not a desirable strategy. You need to wake me and make it switch seats with C. Both me and C want it. I'll give you an example to help you understand. You make a conversation with a person. It goes well, then at the end you say something off. Phi and C driving, me in the back seat. Phi, what did I just say? What? C, this is exactly the same situation as when we talked to that girl back in the city. Phi, yeah, why am I like this? It's like my mouth has a mind of its own. It's terrible. C, oh, that reminds me of the conversation you had 12 years ago in elementary school. Seems like you've been this way since forever. Phi, what's the matter with me? Me, wakes up from slumber, what's happening? Is there some new experience to explore? C, no, there's nothing. Me, go back to sleep. Me, oh, whatever. Goes back to sleep. Phi, should we just pull over and get some rest? C, that is a good way to stop getting hurt. Phi, me driving, C in the back seat. Phi, what did I just say? Me, you said something weird. I didn't see this possibility coming. C, it's the same situation as that time when we talked to that girl back in the city. Me, it's not the same. This time, the conversation went well for quite some time. That is an improvement. That is new. C, well, that is true. I will remember that. I'll also remember what we said so that we can avoid saying it in the future. Me, thanks, C. And now we can say something else to her to reverse this. You have all these words and each of them holds a possibility that can branch out from the situation. C, last time, when something similar to this happened, it made it worse to keep talking to the person you just offended. And when we talked to the person a while later, everything became okay again. Me, that is true. Then let's talk to another person. Look at all these people. Each one of them is unique and will have new experiences talking to them. Then we can come back to this person to see if the offense has evaporated, or we can find a better person and never come back. Look at all these possibilities. The air is drenched in possibilities. In short, you should try to imitate ENFPs. When ENFPs nurture their need too much, they run into some other problem, but INFPs can nurture their need all they want because it's their auxiliary function. ENFPs have the same functions as INFPs but in different order. They use more me than phi, and they have C as their inferior function. Explore more, analyze, judge less, forget bad memories quickly, forget good memories quickly too, and just look for new possibilities that will turn into memories that you will forget quickly as well. By doing this, you are feeding your me. Me eats possibilities, and it will become stronger and make you more at ease. If you want to learn more, research INFP Phi C loop. Answer by Anna Rotaru. I've been thinking for a while about this question. I don't have a good answer for it. What's a bit distressing is that I don't think I will ever have a good solution to this issue, which is how to interact with other people. It's true that for INFPs, having to talk with other people can be, sometimes, a huge problem. But there are times when the conversation is so easy and just flows naturally without any fears or any issues. How to switch the first situation into the second one. I don't think we can actively do that, at least I can't. It all depends on our state of the moment, but mostly on the person on the other side. I don't think it's shyness that plays a role in how we, INFPs, deal with people. I think it's our previous experience telling us that being in the presence of some people it's going to be painful for us. This was pointed out also by James MC. Dermot, in his answer to this question. Just like other types would do in similar situations, we want to avoid the pain. We just don't want to talk with some people. But sometimes we really have no choice. This is the tricky moment. We work really hard trying to build the whole persona which is not us, appears false and terribly stressed. We put huge efforts to maintain an image we actually hate, and worst, this image actually creates a very wrong impression about us. My solution to this sort of moments is to just give up the interaction. I leave, invent an excuse, or just say I'm too tired and go. I don't do many of the social things I am expected to do. It comes with a price, of course, but it's better like this. If it's absolutely important to have that interaction, I prepare in advance and I go there being ready to discuss anything that has nothing to do with my personal values. I avoid talking about what I like and I ask what they like. I avoid giving my opinions and I ask about theirs. I make sure I can leave early. I prepare topics for discussion, food, art, politics. Whatever I know a bit about. In general, people love to talk about whatever crosses through their minds, so I play that card, if I really have to. I think the easiest way to deal with social things for INFPs is to accept that we are really not that social if at all social people. Answer by Teresa Montgomery Schaefer. Stop taking tests on the internet to figure out your personality type. You already knew you were an introvert. Rather, you should be looking up things such as self-confidence and self-esteem. Also look up how to meet people. Get out of your head and into life. There are people everywhere.